welcome to 108 Gate. We're looking at the energies of this current reading that we're in right now, today, and the word is hawk. So the initial energy of the word hawk came in as this. It's a bird found everywhere in the world except Antarctica. So this bird of prey usually eats other small animals or other small birds. Is found everywhere and anywhere except Antarctica. So that was also important. And then the other thing is not looking at it just because it's a bird of prey, not looking at it in a unkind or judgmental way, but more to do with what's its function, why is it doing what it has to do. It's necessary for it to eat, it's necessary for it to feed. So it having to be just eating cute little fluffy animals or fluffy bunnies, I'm going to say, even probably those. It's to take that emotion out of it and accept that this just the laws of nature. They need to eat. That's how they have to eat. And also that the fact that they're everywhere except Antarctica, so they're pretty much widespread, different versions of a hawk over the planet. Asking yourself to go into those energies of when you have felt like a bird of prey, and when have you felt like you're the prey for the bird of prey? What's the difference in the energy? And asking you to bring up more so of protection of self, more so of not allowing yourself to be the prey in the human context, because we do not consume the same way that a hawk does. A hawk does it unforgivingly. It doesn't ask for forgiveness, doesn't need for forgiveness, because that's its function. Whereas humans, we may consume other people's energies or others consume our energies when there's plenty of other ways they can get their sustenance. There's other ways they can maintain and sustain themselves. So, with that in mind, let's get some oracle cards. So we've got health. Focus on all parts to make the whole. As I said, the way people are consuming, it may be unhealthy for self, or the way you've changed or had your ways of consuming may not be helpful to you. So if you're having to reduce what you're consuming in terms of nurturing self, in terms of giving yourself that extra consideration or that extra time to do things because someone else is being demanding of you, that's not acceptable, and it's not going to be a good thing when it comes to your health, because it's going to be depleting you, it's going to be depleting your nurturing of self, and it's just not necessary. People can be looking after themselves and be nurturing of selves in a way that should not and would not deplete you. So looking into that, not being the prey for someone, and also not preying on others. Awareness, wake up, roll the clouds away and look up. So if that's coming from a perspective of more so it feels like prey, being the prey, because awareness, wake up, roll the clouds away and look up. Well, it says look, I saw look up. But look around, what is actually happening? How did these dynamics shift and change? How are you, the hawk, seeking prey? How is it that turned around that you are the prey that a hawk is seeking? And what is that dynamic as a human? What is that interaction, and what's being sacrificed and what's having to be pulled in when that is happening? Very interesting energy. I'm going to go to the masculine cards now. So it's about protecting yourself. It's about making sure you're sustained, you are healthy, you are maintaining a certain level of well-being, as well as making sure you're not taking things that are not for you. But more importantly, usually we're in a position of someone taking something from us that we shouldn't have had. We shouldn't have let go. There we go. 10 of Cups, 1 spilt. So awareness of where you have everything, but the 1 spilt is kind of depleting your optimal functioning. That 1 spilling is where you can now pick up that cup, refill that cup, and then you get back to the ace, essentially. Four of Wands. So your health, you need to get all the pillars of your health. You need to make sure that you are looking after all parts that make the whole, so that you have a sturdy foundation for yourself, so that you are able to sustain yourself. You are able to know when someone's picking and picking and picking at your energy fields, at your energies, at your resources, at your emotions, trying to pull you down with them. Where is that? Not being not feeling bad about having to protect yourself, not feeling bad about protecting yourself. If you have to protect yourself, then protect yourself. Simple as. Page of Cups with new emotions. It's going to take you into a new emotional space, because you may not have been used to feeling this energy of protecting yourself. It may be that someone needs something, something's demanding something from you, and you just give it. Therefore, the depletion is where you always end up, and the depletion is what you're used to. The depletion is what you expect. Breaking that cycle, breaking that loop, breaking that expectation, breaking that thought process, breaking that expectation of what you should be doing, breaking other people's expectations of what you should be doing, finding new emotions, connecting with those new emotions that should be nurtured, that could be nurtured and will be nurtured, as long as you do what you need to do to put yourself as a priority first. So next one is Five of Wands. In this awareness, and as you are reclaiming the filling up of that cup, it feels like there's going to be that. It's like that's the cup that has to be rejuvenating that. There's a cup that is now, when you put that upright, is going to fill that new body of self, new embodiment of self, new feelings, new sensations, new perspectives, new values, new way of doing things. There's a lot in there. It may just be one cup, but it's the seed of something. It's the seed of so much potential to waken up. It's the seed of potential to go in a different direction, which will then feed that. If you have a tree, it started from a seed. The seed was a tiny thing, and then the tree, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 100 years later on, it takes up a different kind of space. It becomes a different embodiment from that seed. That seed has transmuted into something else. So that is important. Let those new emotions come in. Let those new feelings and intentions and aspirations rejuvenate, come in, be known, and then fill that cup up. Put the cup upright first. How are you going to put that cup upright? So I'm glad I got these, some lovely wildflowers. So yeah, I thought these would be appropriate. I didn't realise how appropriate, but there we go. So for now, I hope you enjoyed that, and see you soon. Peace and love.